So while people were running on the ground, so I didn't understand the purpose why people were running, but I just, I don't know what even gave me my own direction, like run upwards. And when I got up, it's when I discovered why people were running. And I saw a mighty plane that was heading to crash. You will know that it was heading to crash. And these are those big planes. Those big planes.
Following up on that deadly plane crash in Brazil, killing everyone on board. The two black boxes, the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder, they were recovered. This chilling video, it shows that passenger plane in a free fall from the sky. All 57 passengers and 4 crew members died. There's still no explanation as to why or how this happened. The head of Brazil's aviation accident agency says the aircraft didn't communicate any type of emergency before this crash. ABC's Allison Kosick reports.
This is the horrific moment a plane carrying 61 passengers and crew plummeted to the ground in Brazil, killing everyone on board.
Meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus.
The two-engine turboprop from local airline Voapass spinning out of control and crashing into a residential neighborhood. Witnesses horrified.
Eu chorei no momento da raiva.
Okay. And I saw it dropping until it touched the ground and exploded. I was worried because where I was standing was quite close to the place where the plane crashed. And then I looked, what is this? The explosion was so much that the building where I was standing, I could recall I was there with a few people. So, but prophetically, I know who they are. I know who they are. I know I was with a safe group. So there was a shaking. I held on to a metallic rail or something. It was as if no one was going to survive that crash. I thought to myself, now that it just happened freshly in my eyes, should we run down to go and see if we might be able to save a few? Then someone said to me, it's not possible. When there is a crash like this, rarely would anyone survive.
They were recovered. This chilling video, it shows that passenger plane in a free fall from the sky. All 57 passengers and 4 crew members died. There's still no explanation as to why or how this happened. The head of Brazil's aviation accident agency says the aircraft didn't communicate any type of emergency before this crash. ABC's Allison Kosick reports.
This is the horrific moment a plane carrying 61 passengers and crew plummeted to the ground in Brazil, killing everyone on board.
Meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus.
The two-engine turboprop from local airline Voapass spinning out of control and crashing into a residential neighborhood. Witnesses horrified.
Mas falei no momento da raiva.
This man emotional, saying he was running late and missed the flight. Now grateful to the airport worker who wouldn't let him board. The flight taking off from Cascavel in the Brazilian state of Paraná, bound for the airport in Sao Paulo. Shortly before it was scheduled to come in for a landing, the plane dropping 17,000 feet in just 1 minute.
Usually this sort of thing occurs because the flight crew was not able to maintain or did not maintain enough airspeed. Clearly it was a stall spin. How they got into it is what we don't know.
The fiery wreckage, large parts of the plane smoldering in a residential neighborhood, debris littering yards. One person on the ground was injured. Brazilian aviation officials say the aircraft did not communicate any emergency on board. The focus is on examining those black boxes, the cockpit voice recorder and flight data recorder, which will be crucial in the investigation. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
And remember, most people who were running down there would also be affected. So now, what do I do? There was nothing I could do but in my heart to pray. To pray that those that are close to me, that those who are my friends, that those who listen to me, none of them will be in such a disaster.